Hello, welcome to MLC TV News Hour. I am Fatima Yakub. The headlines: Federal government to sustain economic growth through multilateral funding. Kogi governor donates 2.5 million naira to support Vanguard correspondent's wife medical bill. Nigeria Super Eagles play Cape Verde in Lagos for 2022 World Cup qualifier. Now, the news in detail. The federal government has promised to continue to support efforts and reforms that safeguard the integrity of the Nigeria judiciary, its independence from all forms of interference, and ensure it maintains the highest level of responsiveness and professional standards. President Muhammadu Buhari gave the assurance at the 2021 Biennial All Nigeria Judges Conference, which held at the National Judicial Institute, Abuja. According to the President, the extent to which we can attract business to our country depends on impact upon investors' perception of the quality of our justice delivery system. That if Nigerians are seen as inefficient and ineffective, the nation would lose out to more efficient systems. Acknowledging that the judiciary remains the last hope of the common man, the President, who was represented at the event by his deputy, Vice President Yemi Osibanjo, noted that a trusted, well-resourced and well-functioning judiciary is therefore essential to the entrenchment of rule of law. He added that to maintain this revered position and retain greater public confidence by the citizens, the judiciary must be independent of all forms of interference and must maintain the highest level of responsiveness, professional standards and integrity. Osibanjo said a universal application of these approaches nationwide will greatly enhance access to and speedy dispensation of justice. He commended the leadership of the judiciary and the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Ibrahim Tanko Mohammed, for its proactive stance in tackling some of the recent issues that emerged, especially in the area of conflicting court orders by courts of coordinate jurisdiction, and my Lord's disposition in revolutionizing the process of selection and appointment of judges. In his remarks, the CJN Tanko Ibrahim Mohammed thanked President Muhammadu Buhari and the Vice President for their efforts towards supporting the judiciary. President Muhammadu Buhari has said the federal government will continue to support efforts to broaden the economy through multilateral financing. The President spoke in Durban, South Africa, when Professor Benedict Orama, President and Chairman of the Board of Directors of the African Export-Import Bank, Afremix Bank, paid him a courtesy call ahead of the opening ceremony of the second Intra-African Trade Fair Conference in the South African city. The President of the bank, who came accompanied by the Secretary General of the African Continental Free Trade Area Secretariat, Wamkele Mene, thanked President Buhari for honoring the invitation of the South African President to attend the Afremix Bank-backed fair, joining other heads of state. He restated that Nigeria remained an important market for the bank, with an exposure of $5.5 billion, and it was therefore imperative that we continue to engage Nigeria at the highest level. Orama, who said Nigerian businesses got deals worth over $3.3 billion during the first edition of the event in Cairo, Egypt, added that more are expected at this year's fair. The federal government has given approval for the release of 656.1 billion naira to states in a bid to cushion the negative impact of the deduction of bailout facility on the revenue of state governments. Already, approval of President Muhammadu Buhari has been received to disburse the amount to the state governments over a period of 6 months. The Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, who confirmed this, said the 656.1 billion naira will enable the states to meet their salary and other obligations. Speaking at the National Council on Finance and Economic Development Conference held in Lagos, she explained that the approval of the President has been obtained for a bridging facility in the sum of 656.1 billion naira to be granted to states over a period of 6 months towards cushioning the effect of their resumption in the repayment of their 3 federal government bailout facilities: salary bailout, excess crude facility and budget support facility. Already, the modalities of the facility has been worked out. and the disbursement is expected to commence by the CBN very soon. Government will also continue to provide other financing options to states in the form of concessionary loan facilities to support the development of vital sectors of the economy, such as health, agriculture, and SMEs, aimed to complement the state in fighting the pandemic, creating the needed job for the people, and alleviating poverty. The combined effect of these policies would assist in addressing the current security and other socio-economic challenges confronting the nation. She also disclosed that the World Bank has approved an additional $750 million financing to support the state's fiscal transparency, accountability, and sustainability program. SFTAS is a $750 million program to reward states for meeting any or all of the 9 indicators that demonstrate improvements in fiscal transparency, accountability, and sustainability. A political support group, Niger Delta Coalition for Governor Bello 2023, has urged the Kogi State Governor Yahya Bello to declare his interest to serve Nigerians in 2023 general elections. In a statement issued in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State, signed by President of NDCGB 2023, Sambo Temple, it said membership of the group cuts across the 6 states in Niger Delta, stressing the call became necessary considering his glaring democratic potentials to salvage the country out of doldrum. The statement reads also that the destiny of this nation as a nascent democracy under the present dispensation can only achieve its viable potentials if handled by a prudent, purposeful, and transparent leader in the person of Governor Yahya Bello. Nigerians are clamoring to have Governor Bello as their next president, considering his grand strides in Kogi State, which he will definitely replicate if given the mandate to serve Nigeria. He said they are in dire need of a stable and virile Nigeria, and Governor Bello serves as the only rallying point in launching Nigeria back to greatness. Over the years, Nigeria has been denied the right leaders whose characters appeal to the generality of Nigerians, as that of Governor Bello, who by all standards has raised the bar in terms of purposeful governance in Kogi State. Following a clarion call by the Kogi State correspondent of Vanguard newspaper, Bolu Obahopo, to members of the public to help with staggering medical bills of his wife, who was involved in a ghastly motor accident, the Kogi State Governor, Yahya Bello, has donated 2.5 million naira towards the medical treatment of the wife. The governor delivered the cash through his Commissioner for Information and Communications, Kingsley Fanwo, who said the governor stands with the Obahopo family over the sad incident. Fanwo said the governor has mandated him to follow up and ensure to feed him with situation report. Bello said he will stand with the family throughout the duration of the treatment. Obahopo, who received the donation, said he was speechless, don't know what to say. The state governor has stepped in to save the life of his wife, and he will be eternally grateful. This is what he does for journalists. He has proven over and over again that he is a true friend of the journalists. The Kogi State Council of Nigerian Union of Journalists has expressed its deepest appreciation to Governor Yahya Bello for his timely release of 2.5 million naira to offset the medical bills of the wife of the Vanguard reporter, Bolu Obahopo, who was involved in a ghastly motor accident. A statement by the council chairman Adeiza Momojimo and secretary Ademu Seidu said that Bolu Obahopo, the Vanguard reporter, has confirmed the receipt of the sum of 2.5 million naira to the State Commissioner for Information and Communication, Kingsley Fanwo. It will be recalled that the union's boss conveying the family of Vanguard reporter to Benin was involved in an accident on Friday, 5th of November 2021, and 5 members of Obahopo's family died and his wife critically injured. The statement said the governor's response followed an appeal made by the NUJ state chairman at a press conference urging the governor to come to the aid of the distressed family. The money, no doubt, will provide huge relief to the family and also ease the pain of the victim. The Kogi State Council of NUJ therefore thanks Governor Bello for this wonderful support for the family of Bolu Obahopo and by extension all working journalists in the state. They wish to reassure His Excellency of the union's unalloyed support and cooperation to him now and in the future. No fewer than 50 individuals, chief executives, organizations, and top political leaders have demonstrated excellence in the midst of odds in the year 2020 and 2021 and were selected across Africa and received various categories of award at the just concluded 9th Pan-African International Annual Conference and Awards 2021. The Pan-African International Annual Conference and Award recognized remarkable business leaders, organizations, and top political leaders and individuals in Africa for their sustained commitment to excellence in enterprise and good governance. The event, which was supposed to take place in Nairobi, Kenya, was held at Sheraton Hotel and Tower in Lagos, Nigeria, due to COVID-19 restrictions, with the theme Africa in Digital Age, the Challenges and Way Forward for Vision 2030. One of our newscaster, Fatima Yakub, was recognized as a promising media personality of the year. Matthias Ayodeji has more.
The criteria for vetting was based on a balanced scorecard that assigns weighted average to leaderships, improvement, innovations, market shares, process improvement, entrepreneurship, financial performance, employee job satisfaction, social and environmental focus, and compliance with extant regulatory requirements and good governance. The array of the core values of a decade-old advocacy and service to humanity, the values which include to sensitize African leaders on the need to embrace good governance, accountability, integrity, and the rule of law, to showcase and honor credible leaders, organizations, and individuals who are contributing in the development of Africa by honoring them with prestigious Pan-African International Awards, and to encourage leaders in various positions of authority to see leadership as a call to service and basis for sustainable development. It is to bring together African leaders, government institutions, research institutes, development institutions, investors, as well as academics from both public and private sectors to provide solutions to prevailing challenges such as terrorism, corruption, and maladministration. The Pan-African International is interested in effective best practices of good governance and its impact on economic development in Africa. Among the awardees is one of Mlc TV star Fatima Ozavize Yakub, who was honored with the Award of Excellence for Promising Media Personality of the Year. The awardees expressed their joy and gratitude.
Honestly, I think that this is exactly where God wants me to be, and I want to see myself excel in this profession, be one of the best journalists in the world. First of all, I dedicate this award to Almighty God, who has spared our lives till today. And my late parents, they would have been happy to see me this way today. And to all my role models in journalism, who have looked up to them to be like them someday, you know, to become who they are. And of course, I know that they want me to grow even more than they have grown. So I dedicate this award to all of them. And presently, this award goes to MLC Television, Mlc Television, because it was during the time of Mlc I got this recognition. Yeah. I also will not forget my roots in journalism, starting from Tower 101.9 FM. So I want to say thank you to everyone.
Some popular artists were present to spice the event with melodies. Matthias Ayodeji Peter, reporting for MLC TV.
A total of over 6.4 million passengers traveled through domestic and international airports in Nigeria between January and June this year, representing 50.5% increase of over 4.2 million recorded same period in 2020. Passengers Traffic Statistics Report made available to journalists by Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria indicates that the figure comprised of over 5.5 million domestic passengers and over 907,000 international travelers. According to the report, Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos processed the highest number of international travelers with over 670 passengers, followed by Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, with over 225,000 in the first half of 2021. NAIA Abuja, however, topped the chart for domestic air travelers with over 1.9 million passengers, closely followed by Lagos Airport with over 1.7. Others are Port Harcourt with over 377,000 passengers, Enugu with over 231,000 passengers, Kano with over 225,000 passengers. The report indicates that Lagos and Abuja airports alone accounted for over 3.7 million out of a total of 5.5 million, or 68.2% of all domestic arrivals and departures, and over 896,000 out of a total of 907,000 or 98.8% of all international passengers. Aminu Kano International Airport came a distant third with only 10,119 international passengers in the first half of the year. On cargo, the 5 major international airports in Lagos, Enugu, Abuja, Kano and Port Harcourt handled a total of 126.4 million kilograms of cargo between January and June this year. About 106% increase over the 61.2 million recorded same period in 2020. Lagos alone accounted for lion's share of 113.9 million kilograms, or over 90% of the total cargo throughput of the 5 international airports. The Federal Road Safety Corps under State Command vowed to impound vehicles without number plates and those with illegal registration in Akure, Ondo State. Ezekiel Sonala, State Sector Commander of the Corps, told News Agency of Nigeria, NAN, that the command would ensure that only duly registered vehicles run on the roads in the state. He said that the command had concluded plans for comprehensive patrol of roads and highways in the state to ensure compliance. The sector commander also lamented the illegal use of state government's number plates and advised those doing so to desist or face the full wrath of the law. He said car dealers must also ensure that any unregistered vehicle leaving their mats display dealer's number or would be impounded. The people of Mopa community in Kogi State have appealed to the governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, through a letter written by the Mopa Welfare Society to review the exclusion of Mopa community from the recently announced grading of traditional rulers in the state. In the appeal letter dated October 29, 2021 and signed by Dele Aluku, Mopa Welfare Society stated that they want to bring to the attention of Governor Yahaya Bello the unusual and unanticipated exclusion of their royal fathers from the just pronounced grading and upgrading by the state government. The society traced the historical antecedents of Mopa traditional institutions, describing Mopa Kingdom as having a formal structure of traditional rulers, which has been existing from time immemorial. They noted that Mopa is a combination of pre-existing communities, Odole and Iloke, each of which had their own traditional rulers. They said these traditional stools still exist till this day, but are yet to be graded by the state government. They also observed that the predecessors of the current Elulu Oba of Mopa exercised authority dating back to the colonial era over the entire Yaba land. In a previous letter dated July 20, 2020 and submitted through the chairman of the Mopa Moro Traditional Council, a formal request had been made for the grading and upgrading of deserving Mopa traditional rulers. Kano State Governor Abdullahi Ganduje says his administration has deployed modern technology gadgets to tackle insecurity and ensure safety of its citizens in the state. The governor stated this when he received the General Officer Commanding of the 1 Division of Nigeria Army, Kaduna, Major General Kabiru Imam Mukhtar at the Government House, Kano. Ganduje, who was represented by his deputy Nasser Yusuf Gauna, Governor Ganduje explained that installation and deployment of modern technology has assisted greatly in curbing the criminality bedeviling the state. He noted that Kano is one of the most peaceful states in the country due to synergy between the government and all the security agencies. He promised to support and cooperate with the Nigerian Army towards ensuring peace and safety of the Kano citizens. The General Officer Commanding of the 1 Division Nigeria Army, Kaduna, Major General Kabiru Imam Mukhtar, said that the first-hand information received from the citizens has assisted them in combating crimes. Major General Mukhtar reiterated their commitment towards ensuring security of lives and property in Kano State. Kwara State Polytechnic certificate is now being printed abroad by a reputable printing outfit containing at least 8 hidden security features to protect its integrity and make it forge-proof. Disclosing this on Tuesday in Ilorin, the state capital, at a press briefing marking the 27th combined convocation ceremony of the institution. The rector, Abdul Juma Mohammed, opined that this was meant to assist in providing a lasting solution to the issue of certificate racketeering in the Polytechnic by fraudulent elements, adding that the first set of the certificates was issued to 2019-2020 set of graduates of the Polytechnic. The rector said the Polytechnic has resuscitated the Interim Joint Matriculation Board (IJMB) and examination for both advanced level and ordinary level programs in continuation of management's effort to restore the lost glory of the institution, pointing out that the program has been stopped for more than a decade. He further disclosed that the Polytechnic's radio frequency would soon be in operation, having acquired a license from the National Broadcasting Commission (NBC). According to Mohammed, other achievements recorded by the management during the period under review include renovation of 11 staff quarters, water supply, installation of solar-powered light, provision of Wi-Fi for internet connectivity, and operations of the Polytechnic Bakery and Bottled and Sachet Water Project. Despite the modest achievements recorded, the rector said that the institution has a number of challenges, including encroachment on the land of the institution. He said it is very disgusting to report that most of the important land facilities, including the training farm, have been taken over by land encroachers, illegal private houses meters to classrooms, sports arena and other Polytechnic facilities, staff club in the center of illegal private building, staff quarters are immediate neighbors to private buildings. We therefore call for immediate intervention of the Polytechnic visitor to find lasting solution to this illegality which threatens peace on the campus. The management of the University of Ilorin has expelled the students Salahuddin Waliyu Aonolua of the Department of Microbiology after being found guilty of assaulting a female lecturer of the same department. A statement by the university's Director of Corporate Affairs, Kunle Akogun, disclosed that the verdict was handed down by the Students' Disciplinary Committee, where Salahuddin was arraigned on Monday, adding that he has 48 days to appeal against the verdict to the Vice-Chancellor in case he feels dissatisfied with the decision. Salahuddin has since been handed over to the police for further necessary action, according to Akogun. An Iyaganku Magistrates Court sitting in Ibadan on Monday remanded two brothers, Sadiq Hamza 22 and Tariq Hamza 22, for allegedly beating a motorcyclist to death. Reports said Sadiq and Tariq are officials of Oyo State Park Management System. The accused, whose address was unknown, were charged on 2 counts bordering on conspiracy and murder. The magistrate Munirat Giwa Babalola, who did not take plea of defendants due to lack of jurisdiction, ordered their remand at Abolongo Correctional Facility in Oyo Town. Giwa Babalola said the remand was pending the outcome of the case filed at the Oyo State Ministry of Justice and adjourned the matter till February 3, 2022 for mention. The prosecutor, Oluseye Akinola, said Sadiq and Taurid on November 10th at about 12 noon at Queen Cinema area, Adamashimba, Ibadan, unlawfully caused the death of one motorcyclist, 25-year-old Darioju. Akinola said that the offense is contrary to Section 316 and punishable under Section 319 and 324 of the Criminal Code, Cap 38, Volume 2, Laws of Oyo State, 2000. You're still watching MLC TV News. More stories to come after the break.
Mlc TV Online is here. For your timely and reliable news that reaches you fast with the breaking news, choose MLC TV. Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV with entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. Now, on our foreign news, Trump ally Steve Bannon has lashed out at the Biden administration as he surrendered to the FBI to face charges over his refusal to cooperate with the Congressional Capitol riot inquiry. This is going to be the misdemeanor from hell. The former strategist said outside the FBI's Washington office, Bannon, 67, faces up to a year in prison and a $100,000 fine if convicted. He was formally charged on Friday in the case. Bannon is accused of defying a summons to testify on what he knew about plans for the protest that ended with Trump supporters storming Congress. Bannon was indicted on one count of refusing to appear a deposition and one count of refusing to provide subpoenaed documents to a committee investigating the riots. Appearing outside court on Monday afternoon, he said that he believed that the charges were politically motivated and vowed to fight them. They are tired of playing defense. They are going to go on the offense on this. As part of restrictions set by the court, Bannon will be required to check in weekly, remain at his listed address, and notify authorities of any plans to leave the Washington, D.C. area. He was also required to surrender his passport to authorities. No plea has yet been entered, and a virtual hearing has been scheduled for Thursday morning. The U.S. has condemned Russia for conducting a dangerous and irresponsible missile test that it says endangered the crew aboard the International Space Station. The test blew up one of Russia's own satellites, creating debris that forced the ISS crew to shelter in capsules. The station currently has 7 crew members on board, 4 Americans, a German, and 2 Russians. The space station orbits at an altitude of about 420 kilometers. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson said he was outraged at the incident. It appeared to have come from a broken-up Russian satellite. Cosmos 1408, a spy satellite launched in 1982. It weighed over a ton and had ceased working many years ago. Leo Labs, a space debris tracking company, said its radar facility in New Zealand had picked up multiple objects where the long-defunct spacecraft should have been. Price described the Russian action as dangerous and irresponsible. And Ben Wallace, UK Defense Secretary, said that the test shows a complete disregard for the security, safety, and sustainability of space. It's difficult not to view anti-satellite missile tests as a form of madness. And on sports today, we join Jonah Malik for update.
Welcome to Sports Update. Super Eagles skipper, no hiding place for Cape Verde. Ahead of the Super Eagles clash against Sharks of Cape Verde in Tuesday's ultimate game of Group C of the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 qualifying African Series, Captain Ahmed Musa has assured that the Super Eagles will not take their opponents for granted, noting that they are matured, professional, and ambitious enough to deal with pressure. He said that they just must have strong vibe to cope with pressure from everywhere, focus on getting the results and getting the job done. At a pre-match press conference earlier in the day, Nigeria's record international caps holder also said the big motivation is to go all out in today's encounter is that a number of players in the squad are yet to feature at the FIFA World Cup finals. The FIFA World Cup is the biggest stage for every professional football player. They all want to be there. You don't need any more motivation than that. We say that after the match against Liberia in Tangier on Saturday, that we will not be going for a draw against Cape Verde. Nothing has changed. Ahmed Musa also assured that the Eagles will not be underrating the Sharks, but will go all out as from the first whistle of the Algerian referee, Mustafa Gauba. That's Sports Update on MLC TV. I am Malik Jonah.
Thank you, Jonah. And now on entertainment, we go over to Matthias Ayodeji for the update.
On entertainment news today, on November 21st, 2021, the MTV Europe Music Award EMAs held at the Lazio Plap Budapest Sports Arena in Budapest, Hungary. This was the first time the Hungary hosted the awards. At the show, Grammy-winning Nigerian superstar Wizkid became the 6th Nigerian artist to be named Best African Act at the EMAs. It was also the 7th time that Nigerian acts would win the gong. The bunch won it twice in 2007 and 2012. When nominations were announced, Justin Bieber led with 8. Doja Cat and Lil Nas X were both tied with 6 nominations, with Joda being the most nominated female act. BTS won the highest award on the night with the 4, including the maiden Best K-pop category. And that is all on entertainment news today. Matthias Ayodeji Peter reporting for MLC TV. Back to our caster for more stories.
Thank you, Matthias. The Nigerian government has demanded for full autopsy on the sudden and mysterious death of Itunu Babalola, a Nigerian sentenced to 20 years imprisonment in Cote d'Ivoire for alleged human trafficking. A statement signed by the chairman, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri-Erewa, and released by the Commission's head of media, Abdul Rahman Balogun, says that Itunu's case was drawn to the attention of NIDCOM about 5 months ago. Dabiri-Erewa described the death of Itunu as a tragic blow at a time Nigeria mission in Cote d'Ivoire had paid and engaged the services of a lawyer to handle Itunu's appeal case. Itunu had accused an Ivorian of robbery at her residence and insisted on filing a case against him. The accused, who happens to be related to an Ivorian policeman, asked her to drop the case, but she refused. Itunu went ahead to file charges against him and allegedly used a different name, not her real name, to file the case, and somehow a case of robbery, which she filed mysteriously turned to a case of human trafficking against her. She was sentenced to 20 years imprisonment while Nigerian mission in Cote d'Ivoire, supported by the Nigerian community, got her a lawyer, paid part payment of legal fees for the lawyer to appeal the judgment, while at the same time seeking diplomatic intervention from the Nigerian Ministry of Foreign Affairs. While the appeal case was on, Itunu was said to have complications from diabetes and was rushed to the hospital. The fees for the treatment was paid by the Nigerian mission through the lawyer, whose services were engaged by the mission. Unfortunately, she died suddenly after a few days of admission at the hospital. Sani Dangote, the vice president of the Dangote Group and brother to Aliko Dangote, is dead. Dangote died in the United States Sunday after a protracted illness as learned. Relatively less popular than his billionaire brother, Sani Dangote had investments in manufacturing, agriculture, banking, and oil services. He sat on the boards of several companies, including Dangote Cement, Dangote Sugar, Dangote Agro-Sacks, Dangote Refinery, Petrochemical and Fertilizer Company. He was better known for his role as the chairman of Dansa Holdings, a subsidiary of the Dangote Group that produces beverages. He also owned Dansa Food Limited, Dansa Energy, Sagas Energy Limited, Bulk Park Services Limited, Dansa Agro Allied Limited, and Dangote Farms Limited. He was a member of several chambers of commerce, a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Shipping of Nigeria. This is the news package for today. Do join us tomorrow via the same platform. For your event coverage, for news sponsorship and advert placement, call the numbers displayed on your screen. Or visit any of our social media handles to drop your comment for us. Like our Facebook page, MLC TV, Instagram, MLC TV 2021. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mlc Tv. I am Fatima Yakub. Thanks for staying with us.